Take a look at what's going around you. It's chaos. It is unbelievable to see how fast things can deteriorate. But if you look closely, you will see the solution. And today, I'm going to bring that to you. You came here for the truth, so let me unveil that for you. If you've been watching my channel since 2011, what I have been bringing to you is the information as it comes out each and every day. And then we look at what you, the individual, can do with your finances. And we will get into that by the end of this video. The first thing I want to show you is what's happening. What are the issues? Number one thing, you've got this election. People are hoping and praying that their person gets in so that their problems can be solved. But does it really work that way? If you look and zoom out, you start to see some difficulties with that. Look at the food prices. Food prices rose 28% in 5 years. They're going to make excuses. They're going to say it's price gouging here. They're going to say that it's caused by that company there. But ultimately, the valuation of the currency is the number one factor. What about car insurance? Look at it. Full coverage car insurance rose an average of 26% in 2004. And then you check inside of the official inflation metrics, and it's like the smallest number has nothing to do with reality. Home insurance rates are rising fast across the United States. They'll blame one thing or another. What you need to understand is that your costs are rising. And these things will pile on year after year after year. We are living in the easiest time you will have over the next 10 years. So you have to understand this. And I will show you why this is mathematically certain. Towards the end of this video, I'm going to break it down. What the government is doing, the trajectory that it's on, cannot be reversed. And so let's look at what I have done and what I have been teaching people for many years, both privately and semi-privately. When you look at these things, it's pretty obvious. You have to take action. You have to be able to get around this inflation because it is not going to be resolved. It's not going to be resolved. And that's why there are things that you need to do. Now, what did I do? Okay, back in 2017, I started learning about Amazon and how to sell stuff on Amazon. By 2019, I had created this little course, and I had, not really little, it's comprehensive, but I brought it out to all my subscribers. And at that time, it was free. Now it's super low cost because the company started to charge me an arm and a leg to host it. But the point is, I created this course and taught everybody, and that was back in 2019, if you remember, the Amazon GPS. So I had learned the skill, and then I went out there and tried to produce something of benefit to everybody else. So that's what I did. Started to learn how to sell on Amazon, and that's why you don't see me each and every day, right? Because I'm working on my other businesses. I now have multiple businesses, but this was just one of them. What about learning to code? Oh, that's too difficult. Oh, I'm too old. No. I started learning back in the day. I'd already known a little bit. I had a little experience, but now with AI, it's even easier. Replit Agent. This is just one. There are others, but Replit Agent is actually capable of, you type in what you want and it produces the code, but it's not just ChatGPT or the others where you hit one button. That's not really good enough because, well, what do you do with the code? Where do you put it? Well, this makes it super easy. I'm working on my own app right now for Amazon sellers, first for me, and then we'll see what happens later. But this is something that I had extremely limited knowledge on. Could have learned it if I didn't already. Extremely limited. And now making an app out of it. That's something that I could sell if I live where I currently live or whether I live in Antarctica. I'm going to be able to do that because it is all online. And who are my customers? Are they located just to my geographical area? Not at all. It's global. That's the important thing. That's what online business is all about. Now, let me tell you about something else. Everyone's talking about making money online, but let's be real, most people don't know where to start, and that's why so many people give up before they even begin. It took me years to scale my business, and it was hard, but this app, Build Your Store, or BYS, makes it simple. They've automated most of the hard parts so that you can get started without the learning curve. Here's the 3-step setup. Step 1, register and pick a niche. Sign up on the BYS AI platform and then pick a niche that makes sense for you, whether it's fitness, eco-friendly products, or something else. BYS can even recommend options if you are not sure. Step 2, set up Shopify. Use Shopify's basic plan, which costs just $1 for the first 30 days. BYS walks you through the setup, so everything from payments to shipping is handled with a few clicks. Step 3, install the BYS app. This is where things get fun because AI builds the store. It selects the products and it organizes everything for you. There's no need to search for suppliers or mess with store designs. In minutes, your store is ready to go live. From there, it's just about making sales. And because BYS gives you ready to sell products, you're not stuck figuring out all that inventory stuff. So if you're ready to launch, hit that link in the description to start your free AI built store today. I need to explain to you how this works. You are looking at individuals who are not in the best state because of inflation, and it is mathematically certain at this point. Take this. We're talking about Paul Tudor Jones, one of the best investors of all time. Government spending will boost inflation. Paul Tudor Jones and many others warn that uncontrollable federal deficits will boost inflation. Here's a chart that shows you the monthly Treasury issuance. A little bit complicated, but just understand we are at a record level right now, or near a record level. Imagine the amount of debt, the amount of money that was being pumped in 2020 into 2021. Well, we're basically at that level now. And what this means is that the government has to spend more money, but as long as there's appetite for US debt, there won't be a problem. But this becomes more difficult the more debt that they need to get into. And that's when you spiral out of control. And as a result, the Federal Reserve has to come in and print up cash to buy that debt. And that creates more inflation. So you get more inflation coming in from the government spending more money. And then you print that currency and try to buy up that debt, creating an ever evolving cycle of prices going up, everything's rising, dollars devaluing, and this is inevitable when you do this. And we're not, of course, this wouldn't be the first time in history. You see these examples here. A Wall Street landlord bought your neighbor's house. The zip codes where investors own a bigger share of homes have seen higher than average increases in both prices and rents. And this is what happens when you enter these difficult times, these difficult periods, where you have a circumstance, let's be honest about this, that we are going to have the, inability to afford rent, mortgage, and so on. How is this sustainable on the path we're on? Of course, it's not. And so that's why I'm saying we have to be prepared. We have to do the things that we can. We don't need to be, sophisticated genius or anything. One other thing that I did, another business that I operated, was getting individual businesses to have a Google Ads grant. All right. And now what this basically means is that you're going to get $10,000, up to $10,000 a month from Google for the Google Ads grant. I figured out the entire process on how to do that. I started using it myself. And actually, there's more to it than that. But basically, this became a business. I could do it for myself. I can now do it for others. So you see, I went through this process of learning how to do something that is a high value skill, and then I began to sell that. And this is important for everybody to understand because you can do the same. Whether it is something like Amazon, whether it's something like online sales, whether it's whatever it is, you have to learn a high value skill, apply that, and hopefully get the word out in the best way you think possible. Inflation's coming. It's already set in stone. You have to act not tomorrow, but right now. If you need any assistance with anything, you can always come to my website. If you want direct access to me over Zoom, I do that once a week on the Finance Friday and once a week on the Business Sunday. This is extremely important because you as an individual need to take action so that you don't get the short end of the stick. If you found this video informative, definitely click that link down in the description next to the like button, and I'll see you on the next one. Take care.